friends, it's Nancy and I'm here to do a flip through of my pink Christmas journal. So I constructed this from a vintage sewing pattern envelope that shows these cute little girls all dressed up for Christmas Eve. It has a 1.5-inch spine and 176 pages. That little tag should be down a little further. Let me just try to tuck that down without looking. There we go. There's 7 signatures. This is some crocheted lace at the header here. And the theme is Christmas, but it's pink and pastel. So we'll start at the beginning. So the inside of the journal is fabric that matches the spine of the journal. And I've made this pocket out of some lace. And in the pocket I've tucked this journaling card that I made using scrapbook paper and some stitching and a cutout of a vintage greeting card. A little bit dusty. And the title page is decorated with vintage hand-tatted trim. And I layered up several kinds of lace there to make a nice title. So I've used several different kinds of paper. Each signature has sort of an anchor page of scrapbook paper. And as we go through, I'll describe what kinds of paper I've used. So I machine stitched on the lace. This is a vintage pattern book that actually belonged to my grandmother. My mom gave it to me when I was there last week. So I've created this little tuck spot here by using this Victorian image of little angels. And this is just a little journaling card that I've tucked in there. I dyed some ledger pages, and this one flips out, and on this ledger page, I'm just making sure I'm in frame, and I'm not. This ledger page has a message notepad, and this image came from an old Reader's Digest, a book. This page is from a vintage children's magazine from the 60s. And this is some typing paper that I dyed with food color. This is a vintage Christmas Carol book from 1969. And I like the images because they're nice and cheerful and pastel. This magazine illustration advertisement was in a 1940s issue of Life, and it's an ad for Kodak. And I like that the little girl is in her nightgown. So I just have a little flip out here, and I added a piece of pink and blue ledger so that, you know, a running tab could be put in there, a list of some sort. And on the other side I used another piece of pink and blue ledger. This image is also an advertisement, a Pepsi advertisement actually, from a 1950s issue of Life magazine. I love the pink tree with the lavender and blue decorations in the silver pot. I think that's really neat. This is a piece of writing paper. I've just tucked that in here. This is Christmas Carol music on the back. So this is Christmas Carol, 12 Days of Christmas. Done a little bit of stenciling on the back of the scrapbook paper and sewn on some more lace. This lace is variegated hand crocheted lace that I've stitched on, and I've done some other stenciling here. Again, the pink dyed ledger paper. This time I've put a vintage gift tag with a little cutout of a little girl with her toy, her doll. And that just flips out. Another Christmas Carol. Go away, there's a little bug. This is a page from a Life magazine. And a Christmas card. Oh, I always want to... Here is a little button card that I made using lace, a little cutout of an angel dressed in pink. And here's a journaling card that I made. It just tucks in there. It's the back of the Life magazine page, and here's the advertisement. The advertisement was for percale sheets. Can't remember the brand, but it was for sheets. Christmas Carol music. Ledger. And now we're into the next signature. This is hand crocheted lace. Here's some more lace that I've stitched on this side. A little more stencil. Another magazine ad from a vintage Life magazine. It's watches. It says Christmas is the right time. This was also an ad for silver cutlery. And she's wearing a pink and powder blue dress, and there's a tree in the background. Some dyed typing paper. This is a book page that has Christmas Carol printed on it. This is a vintage knitting pattern from Mary Maxim. And I've made a journaling card. So a photo could be attached on here, or it could be used for journaling on both sides. This is scrapbook paper, and it might be difficult to see, but it has like a pale pink wood grain to it. So I've made a pocket out of this and cut a little thumb hole, so the journaling card just slides right in there. And this is a German word card, like a flashcard, that I've stitched on here. And it says rose colored or pink. And I've just fussy cut out this this Victorian image and attach that there. Here's the other side of the knitting pattern. And again, it's another journaling card, the same. Book page with some more Christmas Carol. This is a tuck spot. So you could slide a tag or a piece of paper or a photo or something behind there. And I used a Victorian looking image. There's the other part of that Christmas advertisement for the silverware and the watches. And scrapbook paper. This time, this is hand crocheted lace, but rickrack has been used as the center. So the lace was crocheted onto the rickrack. Some more pink variegated hand crocheted lace. And here is a coin roller, and I just made this tiny little tag from paper and lace and it just gets tucked right in this little envelope here. Another vintage magazine ad for Singer sewing machines. I like that Santa's dressed in a pink suit. And on the back is a Christmas advertisement for ice cream, for Borden's ice cream. Have another tuck spot here. Again, it's another button card that I made. And you can tuck whatever behind there on the dyed pink typing paper. I think this one sort of shows it the most clearly. On the typing paper that I dyed, I laid plastic lace tablecloth on it to get this crocheted design. Another book page has the first Noel printed on it, and I love all of this fancy stuff. The back of the page had little Victorian cutouts. And this is an envelope that I collaged with stamps that have a little angel drummer boy. And inside is just a piece of scrapbook paper that is folded in half. And this is a picture of an antique Christmas card that has pink roses on it. So I thought that was appropriate, and it just goes right in this little envelope that's sewn into the center of the signature, and another tuck spot on the back. This is magazine, back of that Singer advertisement. So I've covered the back with a little bit of pink tissue and added a little Old World Santa cutout there. Some machine-made lace with pink ribbon. Some more of that rickrack and crochet. So this is a journaling card that I made. This is an advertisement from 1940s Life magazine for Jones Dairy Farm Sausage. And I stitched it to some card and just attached up there with the paper clip. Now the paper clip, this is an altered paper clip. So it's part of this little envelope, or yeah, I guess it's an envelope that I've decorated up with some lace and die cuts and a little fussy cut. And inside there's this little pink tag. This is an old hat check from the railroad, Southern Railway Company. And I've stitched that on and added this little fussy cut image of a sleigh ride. Advertisement, another Christmas advertisement for pajamas. And on the back is for tape. And the book page has this pretty Christmas snow village scene. Some paper doily. I couldn't resist it. It's just so beautiful. More pink dyed paper. This is some more of that Carol book. And this was a full page illustration from that Christmas Carol book. Doily, book page, and advertisement. Look at the dog. He's so proud. Ledger, and I've got some lace stitched onto this scrapbook paper. This is hand crocheted lace. A little bit of stenciling. Here's another dyed ledger page, but I've sewn on this ticket and added this little fussy cut image of this little boy and girl. An advertisement for a hairbrush. I love this pink candle here. And on the back, I can't remember what, oh, it must be for the clock. The advertisement was for this clock. This is a book about Eloise. Eloise Loves Christmas or something like that. And some of the pages were really fun and pink. This is a card, and I wanted it so it would be a full spread, so that's why I put it in the center. Here I added this old advertisement for a game and made a pocket out of it and just tucked in this little vintage gift card, gift tag. And on the back I added this little vintage gift card tag, and I put in this tag that I made out of flashcards. I put tissue paper on it so that you could write over the numbers, and just collaged on a piece of hanky, some sheet music, and a fussy cut angel. So she just goes right in there. Here's some more Eloise. Machine made lace. Here on this page I made this little collage out of scrapbook paper and a poem. I made this little die cut poinsettia, and this is a vintage advertisement. Another vintage magazine advertisement. This is a children's handkerchief that I got at the antique store last week. I cut it down so that it would fit, and then hem stitched it on the back, so you can't see the stitching. I wanted it to fit and still be able to see Santa, the pink Santa and the pink bells, what have you. Here's another ledger page. This time I sewed on a pink index card, and that's a tuck spot. So that flips out. Here's another page of Eloise, and she's dreaming about plum pudding and extra cream. And reindeers with sunglasses on and ice skating on the stars. She's having all kinds of dreams. There's the back of that napkin with the reindeer, and the holly berries are pink. Here's another advertisement from magazine, and this is a little tuck spot I made by using this piece of card, and I just added this fussy cut image and this fussy cut image and some crocheted lace and a little bow. This is an advertisement for icicles. I thought that was pretty. I added some vintage seam binding. Here's some more tatting. And this little collage has a little girl with a pink coat on. She's holding some holly with her dog in the snow. And it says Christmas Memory. And on the back, this little organza pocket I stitched on and tucked in this tag that has a vintage advertisement for vermouth. And that is Pink Christmas. So if you are seeing this video, this has been listed on my Etsy shop, and it's available for purchase. I will leave the link below so you can go and have a look and see if there's anything there that strikes your fancy. I have made a closure for this by using vintage seam binding, and I think it's oh, I didn't show you this book plate. It's a fabric book plate, and what I was thinking was you could stamp the year of the Christmas that has been captured in this book. It's got lots of nice layers of lovely lace here. Yeah. So I'm really happy with this. This has been a project that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I clearly still have lots of pink stuff, so I will probably make another. But thank you so much for watching this video. We will talk to you again soon.